Hello, it's a windy day in November and this is Pam Harper making another tutorial for my friends at AllFreeCrochet.com, and I thought I'd make another magnet, and this is going to be a flop-eared bunny magnet. I'm going to use white cotton yarn, a size G crochet hook, and a yarn needle, and some little things like wiggly eyes, and a little button magnet. First we're going to make a slip knot to put on our crochet hook. Now if you don't know how to make a circle, you can visit my how to make a circle tutorial or do a review of it, because we're going to make a circle for the bunny's face. So go ahead and chain 5. 3, 4, 5. Join it to form a ring at the first stitch. Slip stitch. Now we're going to go ahead and chain 1 since this yarn is kind of bulky. We're going to do 2 stitches in each single crochet around, which is 5 increases. 1, 2. So go all the way around. Once you do that, you're going to keep going around, adding 1 single crochet for each space, and sometimes you're going to add an increase, which is 2 single crochets in that space to keep it flat. What you're aiming for is a 2-inch in diameter flat disc to make the bunny's face. I like to cover up my ends as I go. It's a spiral, so keep going around. This yarn isn't actually white, it's a very light cream color. It's quite appealing, but use whatever color bunny you want. It's your bunny. When your piece measures 2 inches across, go ahead and do a slip stitch to make the edge look a little more blended. Now we're going to do the ears. Go ahead and chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Now join the hole not in the same spot, but one more over, 1 space over, and you're going to want to do a slip stitch. That's 1 ear, and then we're going to do a single crochet, and then another slip stitch, and the next one over, and then we're going to chain 15 more. Now once again, don't go in the same exact hole, but go over into the next one, slip stitch those together, and then this time you are done, so go ahead and pull that end through and trim it off. There, now you're going to weave in all the ends. My 2 bunny ears, oh, isn't that cute? It already looks cute. I want to save the gluing for last because it's going to have to dry. So first I'm going to put on the mouth and the nose with embroidery floss, like so. And then you can go with button eyes if you like buttons, or I'm going to use these little cute wiggle eyes. Use an embroidery needle, and as you can see, well, maybe you can't, but embroidery needles have bigger eyes for embroidery floss compared to beading needles or sewing needles. So look for some of those. You probably already have some. They come in a lot of the assorted packages. I'm using a stitch called a back stitch. It's a little tricky, you know, between stitches on crochet. If you pull it too tight, it disappears, so don't pull it too tight. You can go back over it twice if you have to, though. The nose is a triangle. And then I'm going to put pink floss in the middle. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Now when I go to glue the magnet on, you know, I don't want to glue it here because there's knots and whatnot, so I'm going to glue it right here where his third eye would be, right between his ears. I'm going to go with the white eyes and figure out where you want them. If you move the eyes, the expression changes, so, you know, pick what you like. And then I'm going to glue them on and put a weight on them using my jewel glue or any embellishment type glue that holds heavier items. So I put a weight on him. See, he's down there somewhere. And I'll come back in half an hour and glue the magnet on. Decide where you want the glue and put a dot the size of the magnet. And put your magnet. Looks like a Cyclops bunny. Put your weight. And let that part dry. I couldn't get anything to balance on it, but it'll dry just fine, I'm pretty sure, so. Here's our hippity hoppity floppity ear rabbit, and I hope you enjoy it, and we'll talk to you real soon. Toodles!